Look at this. You have to sleep laying up with this, whatever this is. So, and then it fucks your hips, so you're walking around like this. You're walking around like this. Walking around like this. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Because I just got off the phone to a solicitor. It's been a while since hurts to lean forward, hurts to lay down. But circumstantially, I received some sort of like bruise to my child right here. And I've been in A&E for about 3 days. I just got off the phone to a solicitor. And I was talking about nerve damage in my thumbs for 6 months. Oh, Monsterosity!
Eh?
Monsterosity!
What's that? Oh, me. I was going to say, when you do me a what's name, I'll have it with tonic.
No, it's got aspartame in your tonic now.
Is it?
Don't want aspartame in your diet, Mum.
I didn't know it was in there.
I mean, I know you're a geriatric and you've got the Alzheimer's and everything, but you don't want to introduce aspartame into your diet.
I didn't know it was in there.
The least you can do is maintain your third eye health and stop calcifying it.
Sorry.
Tell Dad to do the same. Check all ingredients. Just say no to aspartame. Just say no to aspartame. It's in cordial, it's in tonic water, it's in polos, it's everywhere. Why is that? Because they don't want you to have vision. Anyway, I just got off the phone from a solicitor and I said I'm sorry that I couldn't contact you in 2016 because I didn't have access to you, and I was so I think that's the measure of actually the people that are the most unjustified don't even get the justice, because in 2016 I had nerve damage in my thumbs for 6 months at least. It went on and on because I was left with a coat and a bag hanging off me just for responding to this person threatening to kidnap me off the street. And whatever way I responded, it doesn't matter, because the thing shouldn't have happened, because he shouldn't have been provoking me. And I said, I feel like you get lured uptown to a unit march, because I hadn't even seen them anonymous, didn't even know what a unit march was, and all I did was film it. I said, and so when I responded to this police officer and spent an hour and a half in a cage with a bag and a coat hanging off there to cause that nerve damage, knowingly they were letting me be in pain. So they were taking notes of everything I was saying, because I was so angry that they would let somebody just suffer in pain. It's like, you know, you wouldn't do it to an animal, would you? Like, oh, let's put some pins on the floor and let the dog walk around on pins for an hour and a half. You know, it's just like depravity is depravity, and it makes me very angry. So I got very angry, and they were taking notes, and they weren't professional at any point. I spent 24 hours in the cell for anybody else who would have got a slap on the wrist for drunk and disorderly, right? And then it's like it went to court, and it was like might have offended a member of the public, but it come back. I'm a hater, causing distress and alarm in words and writing. I didn't pick up a pen that day. Apparently I hate I'm racist and I'm a religious hater. So everything, the whole London book thrown at me, amalgamated reality style, right? You're just using the internet and my artistic presence the way I felt. Like I was being monitored. It all went a bit mental in a place like London, and all people marching. So anyway, the real justice was I was in justice, and it hurt. And I was damaged for so much so that I didn't seek any advice. And it's just like, thinking about this, Laura, in hindsight, you were minding your own business. It doesn't matter if you had a few beers, only literally a few beers and whatever, just making your way home. It doesn't matter. They provoked that. That was all on them. And it shouldn't have been in court. That's just insane. And at the time, my cousin came, and he's dead now. And he's somebody that you get a reputation of something you're not just for responding to people. And it's like, you're just a decent person. It's just stay in your lane, and my boundaries are my boundaries, and it's very important that people do that. And when they didn't at that time, when I was already under so much existential stress, let's not even talk about being physically assaulted by a bouncer because of another person that was basically trying to take all my integrity around certain music venues and stuff, and try to take your integrity by saying you're one of these people that cry wolf people, so therefore if you cry wolf and anything happens to you, you won't have a ounce of integrity. Let's not forget that that person was in my world at that time, and then that person assaulted me, and then that person, that's what was happening at the time. So just making my way home, mind my own business uptown, that's what the result was. Long story short, didn't get justice because, and so when I was just on the phone there about 2020, 2021, a phony ass bullshit load of allegations by some twat that I met at a festival and stayed in contact with because it was duty of care, believe it or not, because she said she was a victim of a crime 7 times. And I was thinking to myself, she must need saving. It's like Psychology 101. It's like her social circle must be fucked. Is that a case of this person is one of those people under control of things? Because I often have felt that in my life, like I'm under others' control. I'm still in that position because nobody's financially empowered me or said you can go your own way, because I don't want to struggle, and I give gratitude and thanks for the fact that I still have a mum and dad, and they're still here. So I'm a very easily pleased person in that respect. But the point is, it doesn't take away the fact that I do see urgency in other demographics. They're being marginalised and potentially under threat because they haven't seen the implications of their parentals being liberated, liberal, and introducing hashish into their diets at the age of 14, 15, 16, because it does change your brain chemistry, and I don't care. And that's just somebody that didn't try it till later in life, and it totally changed my direction for a little second or two, only to, when not smoke it, be like, oh my god, I'm the same person I always wasn't. Eek, I'm cringing at the person that hashish made me for that occasion. But you know what I mean? It's like, you live your life, it's different. You take what you get, your wisdoms from other people. But the point is, yeah, I got a phone with the pain. And I was like, it's funny how things work out when you feel like you're still, it's like you are supposed to be the fighter. You're supposed to be the fighter and the funds, and you're all recovered now. And it's like, yeah, okay, it's a sign that you're ready to come back harder, fitter, faster. And thank God for this is repairing itself. Day 5. That's some fucked up shit, because I was like, you're only as good as your health. And if I can't stand up straight, and you're walking around like an absolute pleb, you got no chance of being the person that you always thought you were destined to become. You know, it's always, you know, it's still, and then you resign yourself to not being the thing you're supposed to become. And you resign yourself and you go, okay, right, you had this destiny, you feel like that was your Teo, and it's been fucked at every throated at every path, and uphill for oddities, and not just uphill, but I mean out and out fucking like people treating you like some sort of enemy, when all you've got is your interests at heart, is the interests of the human race just being a decent fucking place to live the planet. Like I ain't no under any illusion of nationalism or anything else. I'm a person that thinks that I'd rather fucking been born in the Maldives or the Seychelles or Zanzibar. Give me any of those any day of the week, and I'd be in the sea just 24/7 freaking snorkeling. Like, you know, it's all, as somebody wise once said, it's all relative, right? So is the persona that I accidentally built up just from throwing myself into any job. Is it even relevant anymore? Who I was then, juncture, security, O2, Sky engineer. Is any of it even relevant? Because I really see relevance in just because it's a modern age, and it's like there's a whole network to be networked, and I want to be able to sort of say there's a presence out there and about that you can really sort of like come to rely on, and they'll make media content and it'll be nice, and you're not alone in the world, because there's so much information and good stuff out there that people don't access it with until they go through traumas. And I said, well, that's been my lesson, keep going through traumas and then keep seeking advice, and then you've got a whole world of advice out there to you. And it's like, to have that person's input is diamond. Like last night laying there, just this person talks you into hypnosis. It's like, I am pain free in the places that you got the pain. I am pain free. Oh, such great health as you're falling asleep, to just convince yourself that your body has got mind over matter on some levels, and you can aid your own healing experiences in some cases, in most cases, and you don't want to attribute it to sort of like a new way to pray almost, but these people are out there and they are priceless, and they're not in the church. It's like, I keep having an advert about church as well, because it's like I Jesus is my only icon. Well, he's not anymore, because I think Shiva's right up there, and I think Shadolshina's right up there as well now, and you know, and for some reason this guy plays a big part in my life. Found this on the beach, Ganesh. And then I found the Hindu prayer out there, which I think is along the lines of Om Santyam Narayan, which means if you act in truth, then there's no reason that you shouldn't get what you want, if you think you are doing it for the right reasons. It doesn't matter about the external, people not liking you because you look like a Geezeberg, because your sexual preferences, because these things, and the amount of detrimental shit that I've been through, literally relentless. Like, ultimately the message is of hope, and I have hope to bring. And if I can get more than if even the people at Vintage Cash Cow want to give me an investment, and I can, if Facebook lets me run another fucking fundraiser, then I can bring that Celestial Pool, which is the name of our brand as people, Celestial Pool. Then I'll make Celestial Pool happen, so it can be implemented around 10,000 cities across the globe. I think it would work in Japan. I think it would work in Taiwan. I think it would work in China. If China got a bit, but I think they're liberated these days, I don't know. But I think it was definitely work in America and in England. and Spain and Europe and everywhere, actually, because there's such a massive, huge, monumental calling for alternative ways of looking at health and stuff. And I found out that I'm from the most marginalising, narrow-minded demographic, and it's all been my subconscious mind programming of what they've been drilling into me, literally drilling into me, in the dentists and throughout your life history. Is coming to a impact point, and it's only from different people that you meet, because you've stepped outside of a sign on get a job box, and you're working harder, believe it or not. For the last over decade I've been working harder than anybody could possibly imagine, because it does something to this and your evolution, because you're seeing the world in such different lights, and you're jumping through monumental many hoops. So basically that's me done ranting. But yeah, I've on co-coldamol as well, and I was doing it 3 days. I kept getting nosebleeds. I don't think that's a good drug, do you? I don't think that's a good drug. Yeah, Maldives. This is where I'm just aiming to go to yeah. And see, that's somebody's idea of what that chakra system was. And I said, what's happened to me? I felt like my chakras collapsed. I can't stand up or anything. There's a bruise on my chest, but maybe it was from lifting. Sounds like it's what you get from lifting weights, but it's not that, because I walked around for 2 days and then it come on, and there's a bruise on my chest, and then I was like, why is it that? And there's another thing called, God, there's quite a common thing. Don't worry if you get pains in your chest. So apparently your heart around it can fill up with liquid as a part of a virus. Apparently a few people with the COVID vaccine got it, and it's called something cartitis. It sounds like that. But then it also feels like a basic laceration of your lung, because I was chewing on lolly sticks, and when the splinter comes out, you think maybe I perforated a lung or something. And it's a very minor one of those, and that takes 2 weeks to heal, and they can't do anything anyway. You just have to take loads of pills. So when people have chest pains to this degree, it was a lesson in not panicking. Or maybe when I was blackout drunk, maybe someone's trying to resuscitate me. That's what the bruises on my chest are. Maybe I was unresponsive. Either way, I don't plan on drinking anymore to any degree that I will remember every single moment of it. Capiche? Because I know I'm a good person. Because I practice Tai Chi. Everything's a block or a defence. And Lord knows, I do get attacked a lot, whether it be people throwing eggs at me or the Metropolitan Police intimidated by my level of intelligence as a woman with nothing but Peace Corps all might at the core.